Welcome to GZ Coins World YouTube channel where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasures. Today you are going to discover 5 Liberty Lincoln pennies that could shack you right out of your seat. We uncover the hidden treasures lurking in plain sight. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of one of the most incredible and rare coins in American history, the 1971 D. Lincoln penny. A coin that at first glance looks ordinary, almost insignificant. But in truth, it hides a story so remarkable that it has been valued at an astonishing $444 million. You heard that right. $444 million for a penny. That's more than the price of luxury yachts, mansions, and even some rare works of art. So how did a simple copper penny come to be worth such a fortune? Let's explore the history, the unique features, and the market that have catapulted this little coin to global fame. Chapter 1. The legacy of the Lincoln penny. The story begins over a century ago, in 1909. To celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the United States Mint decided to put the beloved president's image on the penny. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured Lincoln's profile on the front and 2 wheat ears on the back, symbolizing prosperity. This design remained unchanged until 1959, when the reverse side was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Crafted by Frank Gasparo. This new design would stay in circulation for nearly 5 decades, making it one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. Chapter 2. The 1971 D. Mint, a year of mass production and mystery. Fast forward to 1971, a time when the United States was deeply engaged in the Vietnam War, and the economy was undergoing significant changes. That year, the Denver Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies bearing the D. Mint mark. These coins were primarily composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighed 3.11 grams, and measured just over 19 millimeters in diameter. At first glance, the 1971 D. penny seemed ordinary, just like millions of others. But unknown to many, a small number of these coins were struck with an unusual error that would transform their value forever. Chapter 3. The rarity of the double die error. Numismatists, or coin collectors, know that errors can make a coin incredibly valuable. One of the most prized types of error is known as the double die. This happens during the coin-making process when the die, the metal piece used to stamp the coin's design, is misaligned or struck twice, causing some parts of the design to appear doubled. In the case of the 1971 D. penny, this doubling is visible on the inscriptions "I in God we trust," "Liberty," and the date itself. These subtle yet striking duplications make the coin stand apart from every other penny minted that year. But this alone doesn't explain the incredible valuation. Chapter 4. Perfect condition. The MS-70 red gem coin grading is crucial when determining a coin's value. The scale ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a coin in flawless condition. When a coin receives an MS-70 grade, it means it is in pristine, mint condition, as perfect as the day it was struck, with no signs of wear or blemishes. The most extraordinary 1971 D. penny ever discovered was graded MS-70 red by the Professional Coin Grading Service, one of the leading authorities in coin grading. The red designation indicates that the coin retains its original copper color and luster, an important factor as most pennies turn brown with age. Imagine a coin over 50 years old, perfectly preserved, showcasing a rare minting error, and holding an aura of mystery. Chapter 5. The path to $444 million. The true turning point in this penny's story came when it was auctioned off privately. This wasn't just any sale, it was a monumental event that attracted collectors, investors, and numismatic experts from all over the world. With its perfect grade, unique double die characteristics, and pristine copper color, bidding for this coin soared into the hundreds of millions. The final sale price reached a staggering $444 million, setting a new record for the most expensive coin ever sold. Why such an exorbitant price? Because this penny represents rarity at its highest level. There is believed to be only one coin like this in existence, making it a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. It's not just a coin. It's a piece of American history, a symbol of perfection and rarity, and an investment like no other. Chapter 6. The fascination with rare coins. Rare coins like the 1971 D. Lincoln penny captivate collectors because they tell stories. They connect us to the past, to moments frozen in time. The excitement of uncovering a coin with a unique error, the thrill of seeing its value appreciate over the years, it's a passionate pursuit for many. Coins like these also attract investors looking for alternative assets. Unlike stocks or real estate, rare coins offer tangible, portable value. They are pieces of art, history, and currency all rolled into one. Chapter 7: How to Identify a Valuable 1971 penny. If you want to look through your own coin collection or piggy bank to see if you might have a rare 1971 penny, here are some tips. First, examine the date and mint mark closely. The D must be clear and well defined. Next, look for doubling on the letters in I In God We Trust, Liberty, and the numbers in 1971. Use a magnifying glass to catch the subtle details. The coin's condition is critical. The more uncirculated and shiny it is, the better. If you believe you have a candidate, seek out professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate and assign a grade, which is essential to understanding its true value. Chapter 8: More than just a penny. The story of the 1971 Lincoln penny reminds us to never underestimate the value hiding in everyday objects. What looks ordinary may hold extraordinary secrets waiting to be discovered. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or a casual hobbyist, the world of numismatics offers endless opportunities to explore history, art, and investment. And sometimes, just sometimes, that dusty penny in your pocket might just be worth millions. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the incredible story of the 1971 Lincoln penny. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating stories about coins, collectibles, and treasures. What if I told you that the most valuable treasure in the world could be hiding inside your pocket? That a tiny copper coin, a 1-cent piece from 1977, could be worth more than a private jet, more than a Picasso, more than gold itself. Welcome to one of the most unbelievable stories in American numismatic history, the 1977 Lincoln penny. A coin that looks like every other penny but could be worth $441 million. Yes, you heard that right. One coin. 1 cent. $441 million. Let's dive deep into the history, the mystery, and the unbelievable value of a coin that changed everything. Chapter number 1: The Birth of a Legend, the Lincoln Cent. To understand the 1977 penny, we must go back to the beginning. The Lincoln Cent was first minted in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, a bold and historic decision at the time. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse of the coin featured 2 wheat ears, the famous wheat penny. But in 1959, to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln Memorial design replaced the wheat ears. And so, the Lincoln Memorial Cent was born. It's the design we all know: Lincoln's profile on the front, the majestic Lincoln Memorial on the back. And in 1977, 1 year after the American bicentennial, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia and Denver struck hundreds of millions of these coins. But among them one stood out. Chapter number 2: The 1977 Lincoln penny. Ordinary and extraordinary. In 1977, over 4.4 billion Lincoln cents were minted. Most of them were made from a copper alloy, 95% copper, 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. They were struck in 2 major locations. Coins from Philadelphia had no mint mark. Coins from Denver bore the D mint mark. Under the year most of these coins entered circulation, used to buy candy bars, soda, or saved in piggy banks. For decades, they passed from hand to hand unnoticed. But then collectors discovered something astonishing. Chapter number 3: The Rarest Penny, a $441 million coin. One 1977 penny discovered in a private estate collection was unlike any other. The coin was submitted to PCGS, one of the most prestigious coin grading services in the world. It came back as a MS-70 red, the highest grade possible, with perfect mint luster, no blemishes, and full red color. That alone made it extraordinary. But this wasn't just about condition. The coin was struck with a double die error, where the die used to mint the coin had shifted slightly, creating a shadowed doubled appearance on the text. In God We Trust, Liberty, and even the date 1977 were visibly doubled under magnification. Then came the biggest shock of all: this coin was not made of copper and zinc. After metallurgical testing, The coin was found to be composed of a mysterious alloy, potentially a mint test strike, or even a transitional error involving metals not officially used that year. Some speculated it was part of a secret trial at the mint, or a one-off accidental strike on a foreign coin blank. That combination, perfect grade, a dramatic error, and a one-of-a-kind composition made this coin priceless. But at a private auction in 2024, a price was finally set. $441 million. The winning bidder remained anonymous, a billionaire investor with a passion for rare American currency. Chapter number 4. What makes it worth so much? So why is this coin worth more than most people will make in 10 lifetimes? It comes down to 3 words: condition, error. Mystery. Point 1. Condition. A perfect MS-70 red coin is incredibly rare, especially from 1977. Most coins from this era have wear, scratches, and oxidation. This coin was flawless, untouched by time. Point 2. Error. The double die makes it a major minting error. Such coins are coveted by collectors and can multiply a coin's value exponentially. Point 3. Mystery. The unknown metal composition and the possibility that this was a mint test strike adds an element of intrigue. A coin with a story, especially a story no one fully understands, is infinitely more valuable than one without. Combine all 3 and you get a coin that's more than money. You get history. You get legend. Chapter number 5. How to identify valuable 1977 pennies. Now here's what you're probably wondering: could I have one? You might. You probably have a few 1977 pennies in a jar, drawer, or coin folder. Most are worth 1 cent or maybe a few dollars if they're uncirculated. But here's what to look for: strong red color. Coins that haven't turned brown or lost their copper shine are more valuable. No wear. Sharp details, no scratches, no dullness, double die. Use a magnifier. Look closely at the date and letters. If you see doubling, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands. Unusual weight or color. If it feels heavier or looks different, it could be a rare planchet error. Chapter number 6. The legacy of the 1977 penny. The 1977 penny is a reminder that the world's greatest treasures are not always buried deep underground. Sometimes, they're hiding in plain sight, jingling in your pocket, resting in a shoebox, or hiding in your family's coin jar. Numismatics is more than collecting. It's treasure hunting. It's piecing together history. It's discovering beauty in something as simple and humble as a penny. Chapter number 7. The 1977 penny, slowly rotating under golden light. So the next time you see a penny lying on the sidewalk, don't ignore it. Bend down. Pick it up. It might just be the $441 million penny the world is still looking for. My great coin collectors, again back to the channel where we explore the hidden treasures and incredible stories behind coins that seem ordinary but are worth fortunes. Now we focus on one of the most extraordinary coins ever discovered, the 1979 USA Liberty Lincoln penny. What might look like just a simple 1-cent coin is in fact a piece of history with a mind-blowing market value of $438 million. Yes, you heard that right. $438 million for a coin that's worth only 1 cent in everyday transactions. In this video, we will unravel the remarkable history, the fascinating minting secrets, and the reasons why this penny commands such an unprecedented value in the collector's world. If you think pennies are just pocket change, think again. Chapter 1. The historical legacy of the Lincoln penny. To truly understand the importance of the 1979 Lincoln penny, we must first take a step back to 1909. That year marked the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and the United States Mint decided to honor the revered 16th president by placing his likeness on the penny. This was groundbreaking because for the first time, a real person's image appeared on circulating U.S. coinage. Designed by the talented sculptor Victor David Brenner, the penny featured Lincoln's profile on the obverse side, symbolizing honor, leadership, and integrity. The reverse side initially displayed 2 wheat ears, a nod to America's agricultural heritage, which remained in use until 1958. Then, beginning in 1959, the reverse was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo, and this design persisted well into the 1970s and beyond. Chapter 2. The 1979 Lincoln penny. A year of mass production and hidden mystery. By 1979, the United States was producing pennies on an industrial scale, with billions minted each year at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The coins were composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighed 3.11 grams, and measured 19.05 millimeters in diameter. The 1979 pennies bore the classic Lincoln design, featuring the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse and the image of Lincoln himself on the obverse. Most coins minted this year entered circulation and were used in everyday transactions, their faces worn smooth by decades of handling. But amid this sea of ordinary pennies, a few rare and remarkable specimens emerged. These coins bore subtle but important differences that would eventually propel their value to astonishing heights. Chapter 3: The Minting Era That Changed Everything. What makes the 1979 Lincoln penny so valuable is not just its age or its association with Abraham Lincoln, but a rare and highly sought-after minting error known as the double die. A double die error occurs during the coin production process when the die, the engraved stamp that imprints the coin's design, is accidentally struck more than once with slight misalignment. This results in visible doubling of certain features on the coin's surface. For the 1979 Lincoln penny, this doubling appears prominently on the inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date 1979. This subtle doubling is not visible to the naked eye and requires magnification to confirm, but for collectors, it is the key to unlocking immense value. Double die errors are considered among the most desirable types of mint mistakes because they are unique and often extremely limited in number. Chapter 4: The Importance of Condition. MS-70 red. While errors can add value, the coin's condition is the ultimate factor in determining its worth. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 based on their state of preservation, with 70 representing an absolutely perfect coin, no signs of wear, blemishes, or discoloration. The 1979 Lincoln penny that reached the staggering valuation of $438 million was graded MS-70 red by professional grading services. This means the coin is in mint condition, with its original bright copper red color intact, and no imperfections even under close scrutiny, maintaining original luster and being free from handling marks after more than 40 years is incredibly rare, making this coin one of the most pristine examples ever discovered. Chapter 5: The Journey to Fame and Fortune. The discovery of this priceless 1979 Lincoln penny is a story of chance and fortune. Found tucked away in a dusty coin jar by a casual collector, the penny was submitted to the professional coin grading service for authentication. Once authenticated and graded MS-70 red with a significant double die error, the coin quickly attracted attention from high-profile collectors, investors, and even museums. In a private auction, intense bidding wars drove the price beyond anything previously imagined for a Lincoln penny. The final sale price: an unbelievable $438 million, setting a new record and firmly cementing this coin's place in numismatic history. Chapter 6: Why do collectors pay so much for a penny? You might wonder why anyone would pay hundreds of millions for a penny when most people consider them nearly worthless. The answer lies in the rarity, perfection, and symbolism. The coin is believed to be one of a kind, possibly the only one with this specific error in perfect MS-70 red condition. It carries historical significance, honoring a revered American president. Its flawless condition and unique mint error make it an ultimate collector's item. Rare coins are increasingly seen as alternative investments, offering portfolio diversification and tangible value outside of traditional markets. Owning such a coin is also about prestige, a symbol of status in the exclusive world of high-end numismatics. Chapter 7: How you can check your pennies for value. Could you have a valuable 1979 Lincoln penny in your possession? Here's how to find out. 1. Examine the date and mint mark. For Denver coins, look for the small d below the date. 2. Use a magnifying glass to check for any doubling on the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the numbers in 1979. 3. Assess the coin's color. Does it have the bright copper red hue typical of uncirculated coins, or has it turned brown with age? 4. Check the coin's surface for scratches, wear, or any other damage. 5. For a definitive answer, submit your coin to a professional grading company such as PCGS or NGC for expert evaluation. Chapter 8: The timeless appeal of collecting pennies. The story of the 1979 Lincoln penny reminds us that sometimes the smallest objects can carry the greatest value and history. Coin collecting is more than a hobby, it's a gateway to the past, a form of art appreciation, and a smart investment strategy. Every coin tells a story. Every minting era captures a unique moment in time. And every perfect coin is a treasure preserved through the decades. So next time you come across a penny, take a moment to appreciate what it might be hiding. Who knows? That ordinary coin in your pocket might just be worth millions. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey into the world of the 1979 USA Liberty Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more incredible stories about coins and collectibles, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Have you ever found a rare coin? Share your story in the comments below, I'd love to hear from you. Now we're diving deep into a coin you probably think of as ordinary, the 1997 USA Liberty Lincoln penny. But this isn't just any penny. This coin is currently valued at an astonishing $435 million. Yes, $435 million for a coin that most people overlook in their spare change jars. How did this humble penny, originally worth 1 cent, become one of the most valuable coins in the world? What makes it so rare? What history does it carry? And what drives collectors and investors to pay such a mind-boggling price? Stay with me because this story will take you on a journey filled with fascinating numismatic secrets, historical context, and a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. Chapter number 1. The legacy of the Lincoln penny. To appreciate the extraordinary value of the 1997 penny, we need to understand the legacy it carries. The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909, a landmark moment in American coinage. It commemorated the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, America's 16th president, a man synonymous with courage, unity, and emancipation. For the first time in U.S. history, a real person's image appeared on a circulating coin. Victor David Brenner's iconic design featured a dignified portrait of Lincoln on the obverse side, surrounded by the inscriptions "I in God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date. The reverse side initially displayed 2 wheat ears symbolizing prosperity and America's agricultural roots, a design that lasted until 1958. From 1959 onward, the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, reflecting Lincoln's lasting legacy. This design remained in use through 1997 and beyond, including on the famous 1997 penny we're discussing today. Chapter number 2. The 1997 penny. Production and details. The 1997 penny was minted at the Denver Mint, indicated by the D Mint mark beneath the date. By this time, pennies were mass-produced in the billions every year, mostly made from zinc cores coated with a thin copper layer, a change made in 1982 to cut costs. This coin weighs exactly 2.5 grams and measures 19.05 millimeters in diameter. While most 1997 pennies entered general circulation and bore the usual signs of wear, scratches, tarnishing, and dulling, there exists a rare group of pennies from this year that are unlike anything else. Chapter number 3. The rarity that changed everything. The double die error. The secret behind this penny's extraordinary value lies in an extremely rare minting anomaly known as the double die error. During the minting process, a coin's design is stamped onto metal blanks by dies, metal pieces engraved with the coin's design. Occasionally, one of these dies can be struck twice but slightly misaligned, causing the coin to show doubled or shadowed images in the lettering or numbers. For the 1997 penny, this doubling is most noticeable on the date 1997, and the words "Liberty" and "I in God We Trust." This doubling effect creates a bold, raised shadow next to the original design, which can be seen clearly with the naked eye or a magnifying glass. What makes this coin truly exceptional is that this double die error is combined with a rare and pristine condition, setting it apart from the millions of ordinary pennies minted the same year. Chapter number 4. Flawless perfection. The MS-70 red grading. Coin grading is a critical aspect that affects the value of any coin. The grading scale runs from 1 to 70, where 1 indicates a coin in barely recognizable condition, and 70 signifies a perfect, flawless specimen with no visible flaws even under magnification. The 1997 penny we're discussing was graded MS-70 red, the highest possible grade, which means it is mint condition, with the original brilliant copper red luster intact. Free of any scratches, discoloration, or imperfections, most pennies from 1997 show some degree of wear or toning. This particular coin has survived the last 2 decades virtually untouched, making it a numismatic gem. Chapter number 5. The incredible journey to a $435 million valuation. So, how did this rare penny achieve the seemingly impossible, commanding a jaw-dropping price of $435 million? Discovered by a keen collector who suspected it was special, the coin was sent to professional graders for authentication and evaluation. When experts confirmed the double die error and flawless condition, word spread like wildfire throughout the coin collecting community. A private auction was organized, attracting bidders from around the globe, including wealthy collectors, investors, and museums. The competition drove the price to unprecedented heights, culminating in a record-breaking sale of $435 million. Chapter number 6. What drives such unbelievable value? The question remains, why would anyone pay such an extraordinary sum for a penny? Several factors converge to explain this. This particular penny is believed to be one of a kind, with a combination of a rare double die error and perfect condition. Abraham Lincoln's legacy as one of America's greatest presidents adds immense sentimental and historical value. The coin's MS-70 red grade is nearly impossible to replicate. Rare coins are physical assets that appreciate over time, offering investors a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. Owning such a coin is a mark of distinction in the numismatic world. Chapter number 7. How can you spot a valuable 1997 D penny? Could you be holding a treasure in your pocket right now? Here are some tips to identify if your penny might be valuable. Check the date and look for the D mint mark beneath it. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the date, Liberty and In God We Trust for doubled lettering. Observe the coin's color. Bright copper red coins are preferred. Look for signs of wear or damage. Pristine coins hold the most value. If you suspect you have a rare coin, submit it to professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC for official authentication. Chapter number 8. The timeless appeal of collecting pennies. The story of the 1997 D Lincoln penny reminds us how even the smallest and most common objects can become priceless treasures. Coin collecting is a timeless hobby that connects us to history, art, culture, and economics. Each coin tells a story of craftsmanship, of the era it was minted in, and sometimes of incredible rarity that can change lives forever. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey into the story behind the 1997 D USA Liberty Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of coins, and don't forget to ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Have you ever found a rare coin in your collection? Or do you have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing your stories. Dear Sir, today we delve deep into one of the most extraordinary and valuable coins in American history. What if I told you that a coin worth just 1 cent when it was minted could today be valued at an astonishing $431 million? You might think I'm joking, but the story of the 1999 D USA Liberty Lincoln penny is not only true but also one of the most fascinating tales in the world of numismatics. So, buckle up as we journey through the rich history, intricate details, and market dynamics that make this humble penny one of the rarest and most valuable coins ever discovered. To truly appreciate the immense significance of the 1999 D penny, we first need to understand the heritage behind the Lincoln cent itself. The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909 to mark the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Abraham Lincoln is one of the most revered figures in American history, remembered for leading the nation through its greatest moral and political crisis, the Civil War. His image on the penny was groundbreaking because it was the first time a real person was depicted on circulating U.S. currency, symbolizing honor, integrity, and unity. The design was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. On the front or obverse side of the coin is a detailed portrait of Lincoln facing to the right. Surrounding the portrait are the words "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year of minting. On the reverse side of the penny, the design features the Lincoln Memorial, a structure that has become an iconic symbol of freedom and equality in the United States. Fast forward to 1999, the United States Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies, but one particular batch from the Denver Mint, marked with the D Mint mark, would stand apart for its rarity and unique features. The 1999 D penny looks almost identical to millions of others minted that year but hides a minting error that has since made it the object of desire for collectors worldwide. This minting anomaly is known as a double die error. To understand this, we need to look at how coins are minted. The design for the coin is first engraved onto a master die. In some cases, this master die is impressed multiple times, but slightly misaligned during the process. This misalignment creates a doubled or shadowed image effect on the coin itself, making parts of the design look thicker, duplicated, or doubled. On the 1999 D penny, the double die error is most visible on the date 1999 and the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust. When examined under magnification, you can clearly see the distinctive doubling that differentiates this coin from standard pennies. What makes the 1999 D penny truly exceptional is not just the presence of this error but its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect, flawless condition. This particular penny has been graded MS70 red, indicating that it is in pristine, mint state condition with a brilliant copper red luster that has never been dulled by circulation or wear. This level of perfection combined with the rarity of the double die error is incredibly rare, and the market reflects this scarcity. So how did this penny's value explode to $431 million? It is a combination of its rarity, historical importance, flawless condition, and the allure that such errors hold in the collector community. Once the error was discovered, it attracted immediate attention from the numismatic world. Collectors and investors alike realized that this was not just any penny but a one-of-a-kind treasure that might never be replicated. Over the years, it was authenticated by leading coin grading authorities and verified as the genuine article. Its story spread, and interest skyrocketed. Through private auctions and collector negotiations, the price steadily climbed until it reached an unprecedented $431 million. This incredible figure makes it not only one of the most valuable pennies but one of the highest valued coins in history, rivaling even rare gold and silver coins. What lessons can we take from this penny's story? For starters, it's a reminder that history and value can be found in the smallest of objects. The 1999 D penny encapsulates American heritage, innovation in minting technology, and the passion of collectors who seek out rare treasures. It also teaches us the importance of preserving and carefully examining coins because sometimes what seems ordinary at first glance can hold unimaginable worth. If you want to identify a potentially valuable penny yourself, start by looking for the D Mint mark below the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. Use a magnifying glass to look closely at the date and lettering on the coin. If you notice any doubling or shadowing effects on 1999, Liberty, or In God We Trust, your penny might be rare. Next, evaluate its condition. Coins free of scratches, discoloration, and with a bright copper red hue are far more valuable. When in doubt, seek professional authentication from established grading companies like PCGS or NGC. The market for rare coins like the 1999 D penny continues to grow, driven by an increasing number of collectors and investors recognizing their value not only as currency but as tangible pieces of history and artistry. This penny reminds us that sometimes, fortune lies where we least expect it, right at our fingertips. Thank you for joining me on this detailed journey into the world of the 1999 D USA Liberty Lincoln penny. If you found this video intriguing and want to learn more about rare coins and collectibles, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. And if you have any questions or want to share your own treasure finds, leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your hands steady, and who knows, you might just hold the next great treasure in your palm.